By a raise of hands, how many of you live away from your family? By another raise of hands, how many of you live far away from your family? If you're any bit like me, your family lives 13 hours away. In January, my parents decided to take a leap of faith and move to Florida. This had just been after my brother had recently gotten married in October. They had always wanted to move to Florida. My mom grew up dirt poor in the city of St. Louis, and my dad was born and raised in Hannibal and has lived in Missouri his whole life. They'd always dreamed of living there. My mom had always envisioned herself being able to go to the beach every day and drink margaritas. And my dad had wanted to own his own boat and be the worst fishing guide in Florida. Before the pandemic had started, I had originally made the decision to go and visit them over spring break to finally see the house for the first time. Me and my girlfriend were going to go together. The day before we got on our plane, the nationwide state of emergency was announced. This is when things started to get serious. At that point in time, I had to make a decision. I had to make the decision to stay and lose the opportunity to see my parents before things got serious, in which case there was a potential that I may never got to see them again, or to stay and not take the risk of potentially getting infected on the plane and giving it to them. Inevitably, I decided to go to see them because I was afraid that might be the last opportunity I could if things got too serious. So me and my girlfriend, we get on the plane, we fly down there, and we get picked up at the airport by my parents. My mom then proceeds to ask me, what is the probability of me staying longer due to the pandemic? I told her I would have to sit and think about it. And I gave it about a good half a week while I was there. I thought it over in my head, and I had to make the decision of whether or not I wanted to stay there because I didn't know when I would get to see them again due to travel restrictions and whatnot, or if I wanted to go home so I wouldn't be avoiding all the responsibilities I had as a young adult trying to figure out his life in college. At the same time, my girlfriend was with me, and she would have to be flying on a plane by herself to get back home. I had to make the decision. Inevitably, at the end of the day, I decided that I needed to go back home so I could face the important parts of my life growing up as a college student rather than sticking behind and avoiding my responsibilities due to the pandemic. It was that point in time where I realized the important lesson of independence. Thank you.